Come on, connect. Come on, connect. All right. I think we are live. And we are ready for the Toad Hall Morning Show, April 6th edition. We made it to April.
Wow.
And it's nice out here, guys.
It's supposed to be like 80-ish today.
70s, in the 70s, in the 80s. It's warm. It's t-shirt weather. I got shorts on today.
I got my skirt on.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's spring finally coming to northern Illinois.
But for all you gardeners out there around here, just remember, still a little too early to plant because we still might get a couple more frosts.
Yep.
Better. The rule of thumb used to be Mother's Day. Is when you were safe to do your perennials or your annuals.
Annuals.
Yeah.
There you go. It's your weekly garden tip
That's
from
right.
Annette. There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a great show for you, as we always do. Annette is going over Lana Del Rey this week. Talking about a lot about Lana Del Rey. Got a big chunk of that. I found a few pieces that we missed from last week's show, some animals. We're also going to preview the big release coming out Friday, the brand new Cheap Trick album.
Ooh.
Their 20th studio album comes out this Friday. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And then I got a bunch of new releases, or I should say traded in stuff, and new arrivals, and a lot of fun stuff today. So, I guess we'll just start with the few things that we forgot to grab for the animal show last week. So I was going through the rack, and I'm like, oh man, we missed it. There's two 10 inches. These are old Record Store Day 10 inches. They came out, obviously, for Record Store 2015. These both. Or RSD 2015 and RSD 2016. This one's The Animals, just self-titled. 4-song EP, I'm in Love, I'm Mad Again, Bury My Body, She Said Yeah. And Animal Tracks, self-titled 4-song. These are kind of cool because these are old Record Store records.
What years are they from?
15 and 16.
Cool.
So they obviously didn't make that many, and I only got a couple left. And they're cheap, too. Back when records were really cheap. $13 and $15.
And I'm kind of wondering if they're even on our inventory list, which brings...
She's going to check right now just to be sure that we do have them on our website. They should be on our website. But yeah, very cool pieces. I'm going to put those over to Annette and let her check on those while I get into the big release from Friday. So next week's show, you're not going to want to miss because we are going, Annette's going to do a deep dive on Cheap Trick. I'm going to fill in.
I am?
It's a whole week away. You got a whole week to do your homework.
Whew.
It's all right. I know a lot of it anyway.
Well, then you can just do it.
Well, we'll team up together. It'll be fun.
Okay.
So the new record's coming out Friday. It's already getting killer reviews. I'm already stocking the store up with, this is Bang Zoom Crazy, which is not their new one. Because then they have We're All Right after this, and then the new one. This is Cheap Trick Christmas. This is the first one with Dax on it, replacing Bun. At drums, I got that. These just came in today. I don't even have them in the system yet. The first Cheap Trick record, $27. Heaven Tonight, and of course, Dream Police. Even cooler is, for those of you who don't know, we are their old record store. So back in the day, because the store was founded in 1973, those guys grew up just blocks away from here and went to middle school in Lincoln, which is about not even a half mile away.
Well, in 73, was it at this physical location, or was it?
It was down further on. Our store was down a little further down the street.
Which on 7th Street, Rick Nielsen's dad had
Nielsen's music shop on 7th Street. So,
right, so he was down in that area.
So we are in the area of where all this stuff happened, and I have a video of Rick doing a tour of our store about 8 years ago.
Ooh, I've never seen that.
And I'm going to have to repost it up on the YouTube channel this week. So I'm going to do that. Cool. We're going to talk about Cheap Trick. So next week, it's all Cheap Trick week. I'm excited to get into that. I just wanted to preview in case you guys want to stock up. You wanted to grab that new album and you wanted to maybe fill in your collection. You can do that this week.
The new one coming Friday. So
I will have the new one on indie exclusive vinyl. I will have it on black vinyl. I will have it on CD.
Any cassettes?
I didn't see any.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not out there, but I didn't order any because I'm not sure it's available. But so what do you got for us?
I got a little Lana Del Rey. I just thought since We've got Chemtrails Over the Country Club,
Which is their new one.
which is her brand new album, $37. So just a little rundown on her. She was born in 1985 in Manhattan, New York. Her real name's Elizabeth Woolridge Grant. And how she came upon her name of Lana Del Rey, from what I researched, is that Lana Turner, the
Okay.
movie actress from the 30s, 40s, 50s, I can't remember if she was there in the 30s, I think she was, inspired Lana Del Rey's stage name.
Okay.
First name. The second part of it, the Del Rey, was inspired by the Ford Del Rey sedan.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Very
huh?
cool.
Yeah. And the reason I'm doing this today is because this album is the number one on Billboard's top album sales.
Really?
And it debuted at number one on the list dated April 3rd. So I think that was Friday? Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday. And it's her third chart topper on the list, following 2017's Lust for Life and 2014's Ultra Violence. I don't think we have any of those.
Wow, I'm surprised that those are so... It's interesting because as a record, I always sell the early ones, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're really cheap. Her first, and we have Born to Die and Paradise. Like these records, I always keep in stock. Look at the price, $16 on Paradise and $21 on Born to Die. And then they got expensive. Honeymoon was like $40-some. The price went up, and I don't sell as many. But that's just me.
Derek, you haven't missed much. We talked a little bit about Cheap Trick and just
Yeah, we'll get you caught up. There wasn't.
we're heading
We just kind of
into
overviewed the beginning of the show.
Lana Del Rey here. And here's another interesting thing that I didn't know, and maybe there's Tastemaker albums. This Chemtrails started at number one on Tastemaker albums, which Tastemaker albums ranks top-selling albums of the week at independent and small chain record stores.
Which we did sell the snot out of this.
So I didn't realize there were you've got the Billboard, you've got lots of different lists, but you got the Billboard, and then you got this Tastemaker albums, which is for indie and small chains, which is really...
That's kind of cool.
Really cool, yeah. So it's saying that this sold 6,000 copies at number one across all formats, CD, vinyl, and probably
nice.
Digital and whatnot. So this was released March 19th.
Yep.
And 58,000 copies sold in the U.S. as of the week ending March 25th. I had a breakdown here, and here's pretty interesting. I like this. And of the 58,000 physical, they're calling them albums, but physical media, I guess, would be a better name. CDs, there were 16,200 CDs. LPs, 31,600.
Whoa.
And 800 cassettes. So that's why I was asking about whether that Cheap Trick
was on
was going
cassette.
to be on cassette.
We're working on getting new cassettes. That's something we're working on right now.
Yeah, and then there were 9,700 digital albums.
So
I like that it kind
sold,
of breaks it down.
How many vinyl LPs? 31,000?
31,600.
And how many CDs?
16,200. So
Over double. So double vinyl than it did CD.
just about double.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's cool to see.
Yeah. So she's got 7 studio albums, 4 EPs, and 36 singles, including 4 as a featured artist. So we've got, I know Nick did show this, but we've got Lana Del Rey, Born to Die.
Is this her first or her second?
I don't
I think this is her
remember.
first.
I can't see the year on there.
2012.
We've got $21 on that one.
This had,
Born to Die.
yep.
Diet Mountain Dew, Blue Jeans, Summertime Sadness.
That was the huge hit.
Video games.
You couldn't get away from Summertime Sadness. Actually, every summer they play that song.
Yeah.
Summertime sadness.
Uh-oh, are we gonna get dinged? Because
I don't know. No, they're not going to catch my voice.
what do we have there?
This is Paradise.
Paradise.
This is also 2012. I don't know which one came first. But they came out around the same time.
2012 and 2012. 9 years ago. Hard to believe, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I've been selling the snot out of these for 12 years already. Or 9 years ago already.
So I listened to quite a few of her different YouTube videos yesterday. I knew a few of her songs, but um, it's I found the videos very interesting, and I did do a little reading on this. There's her music is repeatedly noted for cinematic sounds and the different reference to pop culture.
Okay.
Um, Also, there's persistent themes of 50s and 60s Americana.
I like that.
Have you watched any of her videos?
I have not.
Yeah, it's
I've listened to her music. I've never watched her videos.
yeah, it's really cool of how she intersperses different video clips from probably from the 50s up to current day within her music videos. So that was it was really cool. I enjoyed that watching that. Let's see, what else do I have here? And she also okay, so do we have the album that has Young and Beautiful on it? I don't think so, because that I think was on the soundtrack, which we should have looked to see if we have. I don't know if we do.
Soundtrack
The
for what?
soundtrack for The Great Gatsby.
Nope, we don't have it.
Okay. And Baz Luhrmann, who is an Australian director and producer,
Okay.
produced The Great Gatsby, the newest version of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, of course.
And she did a song off of Young and Beautiful. It was a really, really pretty song that she
I remember
did.
that song.
Yeah, which it just amazes me how sometimes some things in my life just line up with this, because believe it or not, last week I started reading a book about Zelda Fitzgerald and F. Scott Fitzgerald, which he wrote The Great Gatsby.
Yep.
And
It's weird that that comes back to the Lana Del Rey story.
I know, isn't
That's
it,
kind of
though?
weird. You're doing research and you
Yeah.
find that out. That's kind of weird that she did a song for that.
Oh, and another little trivia. Supposedly, and I have read this in a couple different sources, which has nothing to do with this right now, but supposedly because F. Scott Fitzgerald coined the term, the phrase, whatever you want to call it, the Jazz Age. Because
I did
they
know
were
that.
so prevalent in the 1920s, the flapper era, and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep,
So-
I did
Yeah.
remember that. Now check though. So this is her poetry album.
Correct.
This came out. It came out in 2020, mid 2020, and then we got this at end of 2020. This is actually a music record. This is her poetry record. It came out digitally earlier, and then it finally came out on vinyl in the middle of the pandemic, and then we got this last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2021.
20. Oh, you're right, 21.
21.
So just to let you know, if you're looking at what this is, Violent Bent Backwards Over the Grass, it is her poetry album. So
I've not heard any of it.
I haven't either, but I'm gonna have to listen to it. You surprised me this morning. She came in and we're doing Lana Del Rey. I said, all right. So I liked it though.
I think next time I'm going to put like 5 names in a hat and pick something out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be cool. We should do that some week.
Ooh, we could do that. Or
So-
suggestions from
And we always take suggestions, guys. So
our people, our
so
toters out there.
so Lana's been doing it for how many years? 10 years? A decade?
Oh, no, more than that. I don't think I have any of her exact rundown on
Any of her history?
on her first.
I find it really interesting she's selling a lot of vinyl. I mean, I've known she's been selling vinyl, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Of course, my favorite. I love her voice. Her music's just a little too dreamy pop. I don't know. It's just a little too. It's not really my type.
But her voice attracts you?
Oh my gosh! Especially when she did the Gershwin version of "Summertime," and I can just picture her, and in the video as well. Picture her in like a 1930s, 1940s smoke-filled blues.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, hey, I mean, she's still real young. She could mature and do stuff
She
like that,
could.
and then you'd really have, be up your alley. So
And like I said, I only probably listened to 10 to 15 of her songs yesterday. There might have been more that I found out there. I don't dislike her music type, but it's not something that I would probably sit and listen to on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Well, that's an honest review. That's what we
Yeah.
like.
So just taking down from the list for the top 10 with her being number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I have a rundown. We don't have a lot of these albums. So Justin Bieber's Justice was number 2.
Wow.
We did have this one. We are out as Fleet Fox's Shore.
Yeah, I got those on order.
It's number 3. Those have been selling out. Number 4, we have Chris Cornell's No One Sings Like You Anymore, Volume 1.
Which is really cool because it's a cover. He covers all these records or all these songs from different people. Nothing Compares to You. Get It While You Can. Jump Into the Fire. Sad, Sad City. Patience was one of the other ones they've been pushing. You don't know nothing about Love Showdown. Stay With Me, Baby.
So if we still have actually some of the posters left that go with this album.
Yep.
So if you order the album, you will get a copy of the
Yep. The next we have
poster as
3
well.
posters left. So the next 3 orders of this, we'll get a poster. We'll have to fold the poster in half, guys. It's just it's not gonna fit in an LP mailer. But at least you get a free poster with it, right? So we do have those still
Unless you're local
available.
and do an in-store pickup.
Yeah, if you're local, you can pick it up. You don't have to get it folded.
And we still also have this available, the Chris Cornell. This is actually audio file, a 2 LP audio file. Is this a self-titled? I'm assuming
It's a self-titled. So this came out right when he died, and it's got stuff from his whole career. It's got Soundgarden. It's got solo stuff. It's got Sirius XM show on there. It's kind of a nice big compilation of all of his work. $40. It's amazing to me that I still sell this at the same rate I'm selling the new one. I still can't keep these in.
Yeah.
These still sell like hotcakes. Even if he's passed, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, something.
So
So number 5 on the list.
I like this little
Number 5.
countdown she surprised me with this
Laura
morning.
Lynn's 50th studio album, Still Woman Enough, is at number 5, and we don't have a copy.
Loretta
of it.
Lynn?
Yeah, Loretta Lynn.
I think we do have that.
Oh, I asked you. You didn't think we did. So.
It's over in the rack.
And this album features Reba McEntire, Margot Price, Tanya Tucker, and Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay. Then we have Taylor Swift's Folklore, which is number 6. It had
Coming
been
out on
number 4,
vinyl
number 6.
end of the month, I think. I already ordered it. It's coming.
What?
Folklore on vinyl.
Oh, it hasn't been on vinyl?
Nope. No, it's been exclusive to Target for the last through Christmas, and then us indie record stores are going to get it on green at the end of the month or May. It's coming, and then there'll be like a regular black release, I think. So that's coming.
Next on the list, on number 7, John Batiste.
Sold out of
His
those. I got
album,
more of
We
those coming.
Are.
Got more of those coming.
Okay.
That record you have got to listen to because I think it's right up your alley.
Okay.
It's
Well, it does say the album includes contributions from P.J. Morton, Trombone Shorty, and Mavis Staples.
that record.
So that sounds interesting.
That record is like the image you have in your head of a jazz club. Perfect, like piano, jazz club with little cocktail tables and little wait.
Nice.
That's
One little
that
candle
record.
in the middle of the table.
You put that record on. That is it. That's what you're gonna get out of that record.
Ooh,
and
I
we got
didn't
more
know
coming.
that.
We're out of them, but they're coming.
And at number 8, Paul Stanley Soul Station is number 8 on the list. Number 9 on the list, which unbelievable. Billie Eilish. How long has this been around? 2019 this was released.
Yeah.
So this is number 9.
It's got Bad Guy on it.
When we all
Huge
fall
must
asleep, and
hit.
where do we go? And we've still got one in stock. We've got a copy of the yellow one. I can't remember the name of it. And then closing out at number 10, and Nick's going to have to help me out with this one because I have no idea who this is. Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud. No?
I don't know it.
Their album's called The Plugs I Met.
See, we don't know
It's
everything.
a
We deal with this
hip-hop
every day.
set which boasts guest turns from 2 Chainz, Fat Joe, and French Montana, among others.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
We can look into that.
So
we do
that's-
sell a lot of hip hop and rap vinyl in
Yeah.
the store. So
Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud.
Butcher
There is your rundown.
of the current top 10.
Yeah, you want me to hit these right now? Or you want to hit that first?
Well, we'll do this first. We'll
Okay.
switch back over. So I got a few trade-ins this week, guys. This one was my favorite this morning. Eric Church, Desperate Man. Okay. It was returned because this girl was pretty young. She was probably like, I don't know. She was definitely a teenager. She was like 15, 16. She goes, it wouldn't fit on my turntable.
I remember this.
I was like, what do you mean it wouldn't fit on your turntable? I was like, what do you have? You know, I asked, did you have a Crosley? Is it like a, you know, like they fit. I know they fit. I sell them. Like, they fit. I finally figured out that she said that the center hole was too small. You know, sometimes you get these records and the center hole's a little tight. She couldn't get it over the center hole. She didn't want to force it down. So I don't even think this record was played, except then when she traded it in and you and me played it.
Yeah.
We played it in the store to listen
Fit
to
on
it.
our turntable, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we played it on our turntable. So we do have a Eric Church Desperate Man trade in here for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
So, $20
Played
get you
once,
that one.
$20.
Yeah,
Maybe it will fit your turntable. Maybe it won't.
yeah. Well, it fit ours, so I hope that it probably will fit yours too. This came in used. Pineapple Thief. I'll grab that.
Versions of the Truth, Pineapple Thief.
So I didn't know who these guys were until just recently.
I've heard of them, but I don't
Yeah.
know their stuff.
And so they're kind of starting to come up. They had a new record, I think, last year. This is 2020. This is probably it.
And we've got some vocals, guitars, keyboards, bass guitar, backing vocals, drums, and marimba.
That's right.
Yeah, I got
$20.
marimba action going on here.
I love the cover. The Pineapple Thief, Versions of the Truth. Record looked like brand new, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. And then you've got the lyrics on the sleeve. So yeah, definitely looks brand new. Oh, I don't. These records, they don't even. Oh, it does tell you which side is A and which is B, but they don't have any information.
The sleeve tells you that. The inner
Yeah.
sleeve will help you out with that. So,
Yeah, it looks brand new.
cool. So we got that traded in. Who in their right mind would trade in? Oh, look at this. Ooh,
Ooh,
Pineapple Thief.
what's in it?
Ooh, Pineapple Thief has a sales sheet. There's all the other stuff on their label that you can buy.
How often do you see that anymore? Hardly.
That's cool. A little mini catalog. I like that.
Cool. What you got going on there?
Someone traded in Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here.
Tim didn't trade that in, did he?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It's got the original. You know what? I never get these used, so I don't get to show it off. But I'm finally going to do it today. Because everyone sees this cover and like, I don't remember that record. It's like, this is the record you remember right here.
That is my favorite Floyd album ever. I love that
This thing
album.
looks super minty fresh. Looks brand spanking new. So, I don't know. $29. It's even got the original outer bag, which to this day I've never seen an original with the bag. Everyone opened them up and played them.
Here, I'll work on that.
You get that done.
I'll work on this.
And then I got a bunch of other weird trade-ins that came in this week. Some more stuff. $7. The Unforgiven. So those three were kind of the new trade-ins. And I got a little stack of more bizarre stuff. We kind of went over this last week.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to like it. A lot of people had fun with
Like
our
the bizarre stuff.
the bizarre stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't have nearly as much this week as I did last week. But we're going to kind of go through a few things. The Unforgiven definitely has, look at that cover. It looks like old Western.
Well, read some of the song names on there. It'll give you an
All
idea
is
why.
quiet on the Western Front. Hang 'em high. I hear the call. Rover Pack. Cheyenne. Gauntlet. With my boots on. Ghost Dance. The Loner. The Preacher. Grace.
Which makes sense.
What year do you think this is from? You want to guess?
2008.
86. I figured you'd get a little bit closer than that, Annette. I figured you'd be a little closer than that. Brand spanking new. I think it looks like it's never been played. $7. I mean, look at the guitars, though. Look at that guy. Looks like Kurt Cobain there. Speaking of Kurt Cobain, yesterday
20th.
Yesterday was the day he died. 4/5 was also Kurt Cobain died, and the guy from the Alice in Chains, Lance Daly, died. Yeah, I don't know if it was 20 years, but whatever it was another anniversary. We'll have to do Nirvana in another show.
Right.
There's
if
plenty.
If we can keep the albums in.
Yeah,
They
that's the other
fly out
problem
as
is
soon
that
as
you
we
can't ever get them in. The Earons.
He died in 94. The Earons.
Promo
Here
stamped.
on Earth.
I love it. They took a map and then they
That
punched
is
through
just-
in their little. on Island Records. What do we got for price here? $6.
What's this little thing say down here?
Greetings. Here is a note about the Earons. The Earons are aerotronic energies from Eron Earth. They have no names, only numbers, and exist in all colors. They are like everyone from Eron Earth.
So instead of here on Earth,
They're the Eron. Yeah.
wow.
Clever.
Now, what year did you say that was from?
This is from 84. Again, on Island Records, looks unplayed. Whoever bought it must have just not been as enamored as you were. What do you think? It's a promo stamp too, guys. It's got the little promo stamp.
To. I think the cover's pretty cool.
I do too. I dig the cover,
Yeah.
and it's $6.
So Mark wants to know some of the hottest LP sellers in the past month. You talking about just in the store, Mark?
I would think so.
If you are, then why don't you tell us what you've bought? That's probably the hot selling stuff.
Hot selling stuff. Well, I mean, the top 10 list really kind of hit most of it.
The Fleet Fox.
The Fleet Foxes were out of.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the MoFi stuff that we do. But that's not because of the music. It's because of their limited edition high audiophile.
Yeah.
So,
I can't think of what else.
Annette pretty much nailed it with the. Obviously, the Sturgill Simpson came out this last Friday. And there's one back on the wall behind me. I don't know if I can zoom. But Sturgill Simpson Volume 2, Cutting Grass Volume 2. That's been a big seller. And then the one next to it's the Black Sabbath tribute record. That's been a big seller,
Oh, yeah,
too.
that's been a good
So with the top 10 and those, that pretty much covers kind of what's been hot lately. Check this out. This compilation.
The back, I don't know what it is, but it says all the music you've...
Sorry.
Okay.
Take it.
All the music you've ever wanted to hear on the radio. I don't know if that is an indication.
These are all album covers.
Oh, these are just covers.
I think it's a compilation.
What is this?
I think it's a compilation.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
The Bomb.
Bomb Records. Isn't that cool? That thing is making money.
The Wives, Hit and Run. The Secrets, Pretty Woman. Man, there's a lot of writing on this. True Confessions by Modern Girl. Scorpions, It All Depends. Romantics, First in Line. So it's...
Trying to match some of these up. I see the Scorpions, but they show me different songs.
Those are all the songs that are on each side. See, they put the song on the side A, side B. So it's a giant, not for sale, bomb catalog. Must be a promo. This is not for sale, but is that a barcode?
And I'm not even seeing.
Maybe it was a promo piece.
It's manufactured in Canada. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of information on here whatsoever. Bomb Records. That's about it. Oh, released. No.
May 81.
It depends on which record number this is. Because like Bomb 112 was released in 81, Bomb 126 in 81, Bomb 7034 in 81.
Those are all
so it'd be the record. Oh, yeah, just say 81 right there.
Yeah, so
Bomb
this is their
catalog 1981.
So see, all these individual records came out in different times, of course, and they compiled them onto this compilation and probably sent this to record stores, stores and radio stations to get them to sell it. So yeah, here's kind of, this is like side 1, side 2. So it's kind of a cool way to do a compilation. They do real visual. So you know what that real record looks like instead of just having a song. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen that cover.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
Cover? I've never seen any of those covers, I don't think.
$7. Well, obviously you've seen the Scorpions.
Scorpions, that's about it.
Seen the Scorpions here. I've seen the Romantics. I've seen the Secrets.
Romantics, yeah.
Well, a lot of those, John Redborn, I've seen that every so often. So some of those I've seen. This is just a UFO album, but it's really nice. $25, and it's in an original sleeve on Chrysalis Records. VG Plus. It's not totally mint, but it is really nice. Excuse me. So yeah, UFO kind of been hot lately. UFO is one of those bands who like.
Well, is it because of Michael Schenker? But seems to be a lot of the Michael Schenker group. for the CDs that we have on the website, they sell every once in a
Could
while.
be. I don't know what the recent interest is, but all of a sudden UFO is back kind of in the spotlight. And we've been selling a lot of UFO records. But you know what? Everything is cyclical. No matter what you pick.
How much is that one?
25. You want to take that one?
We've got Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits, 74 to 78. Was this a trade-in then?
It's just a new arrival.
Just a new
I just
arrival.
figured we'd talk about it.
Yeah. I need, in my age, I need large print album covers. You know, like the library large print
Oh,
books.
I know.
You know.
We'll have a large print section for.
Then I can do those.
At least they did the track listing on the back in large print.
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh, they did. I can read that. I
You
can't
can
read the year.
Set it down. You'll get it on camera. It's so large.
Can't read the year, but there we go.
Greatest hits 74 to 70.
78. 74, 78.
Oh, 78. 8 looks like a 0 sort of.
Kind of, sort of. It's got a lot of good songs. I don't take Swing Town, Jungle Love, Take the Money and Run, Rock Me. Well, you guys can all read that, can't you? Because it's in huge print back there.
The Joker.
The Joker.
Jet
Fly Like
Airliner.
an Eagle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Jet Airliner, Wild Mountain Honey.
17
Yeah,
bucks.
this would be
How's the
cool.
how's the record look?
Hey, you know, BG plus to mint minus. It's in really good
That's
shape.
a good grade. That's
Yeah.
a good grade.
Sleeve, meh, that's a different story. But
So I'm a
if you wanna
huge
listen
Billy
to
Squire.
some-
Go ahead.
Oh no! So if you want to listen to the music, it should sound really good. Not so pretty to look at. It's got a little bit of
The cover's not perfect.
yeah.
But,
So
I mean,
Billy
it's-
Squire, huh?
I'm a big old Billy Squire fan. This one goes out to Max if he's watching. We always talk about Billy Squire all the time.
Do you?
Hoping that someday we can go see him.
Remember Max? He's the one that
Yep.
made our record stands.
This one doesn't have the stroke, but it's got some other good songs on it. Again, this just kind of, I was flipping through records and I pulled this. So $10. Got the original lyric sheet inside. Him on one side.
And
Billy
then you
Squire,
got
if you're
us-
watching this, come
you got
to
us
Rockford.
zoomed in.
Yeah, I gotta unzoom it.
Woo!
There we go. Record VG Plus. Signs of Life. $10 on that one. Billy Squire. You know anything about the Doors in that?
No, who are they?
I don't know. Not as good as the Windows.
Yeah.
This is a French compilation import. They did this a lot. This original hits of the Doors. They did this for a lot of artists back in the day. But look at this one. It's a gatefold.
Ooh, isn't that cool?
Yeah, they aren't always gatefold. They kind of went all out on this one. It's obviously it's these two records. It's the self-titled and it's Strange Days, compiled into a one French pressing dealio. And look at the sleeve. Oh, it says Gemma on it too. It's French, but it's weird. It says Gemma. Made in Germany. It's because the records are pressed in Germany.
Oh, so it's not French, it's German.
Well, the sleeve, see, the sleeve is French. Was probably the records were manufactured in Germany, but was probably put together in France for the French market. Record looks mint.
Okay.
Probably the whole European market, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Records are perfect. Let me see the other one. See if it's Strange Days.
There you go.
German import. It's going to sound phenomenal. Also, the reason why all the imports are always more sought after, again, this one looks absolutely perfect. It's always self-titled. People really like imports because back in these days, the Europeans had better plating and pressing than we did in America. Meaning they had better manufacturing processes than we did. They usually took a little more time and made a superior record. It was more true to the tapes. They got a little bit more out of those tapes onto the vinyl. This is $17. However, one thing they didn't have on us in America is their sleeves. Their sleeves are usually a little bit more flimsy,
Yeah.
and they wear a little bit faster. Usually they do have a little bit of a gloss to them. I can spot an import right away. A lot of people who collect records for a while can spot an import right away.
Yeah, it's sometimes just even picking it up, and you're like,
You
oh,
can
this
feel
feels
it.
like an import.
And there's always a weird numbers and stuff up in the upper corner, like this one does. Always weird. This one actually says France, but a lot of times it'll just be weird symbols and numbers.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to buy imports, especially European imports. They're usually really good sounding. $17 gets you both those records, which is probably deal of the day.
Right.
I would just grab this because I figured this is right up on that. Look at this. This looks like something Annette would own.
I had that popped out the other
Hip Hop Hooray.
So this is the one I was looking for.
Well, then you can just take it.
No, not for me. I think this is the one that we threw on the turntable. Rob and I listened to it, and it's the one that I think it's this one. I'll have to throw it on again. That he said Eddie B would totally dig this.
Oh, it's like a jazz drummer kind of a thing.
Drummer.
Eddie B is a local jazz. He plays in jazz trios and quartets around town. He's a jazz drummer, customer as well.
Yeah.
So he'd dig
think
this, huh?
This is the one. Yeah. Because I thought it looked like a really, really funky album to me. So I'm like, yeah, I got to throw this on and listen to it.
All right. So there you have it. How much is it?
Oh,
Is it
I
for
don't
sale?
know. It's for sale for $10. Hip Hip Hooray by the Cocktails. It looks like they're actually fairly local, Wilmette, Illinois.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, within a 100-mile range, basically.
Here's just a CCR Green River record.
Which we have on new vinyl as well now.
Yes, we do. We have a new. This is a used one, and it's $10. And the record's actually in really good shape. It's actually VG plus. It's pushing mid minus. It's an original too. However, the cover is seam split on the back side, pretty good. So the cover's not perfect, a VG cover, but hey, for $10, it's pretty cheap for an original CCR. We can never get these to stick around the store. They move. They usually sell out so dang fast. Got the hiccups now, man. Struggling today.
You supposedly have that also on Half Speed Master and on regular.
Yeah, which is also confusing. So now they're issuing those new as a regular 180 gram and then a half speed master. 2 different price points.
Right.
And then now we have it used. So, which is good because you can't usually get them used.
Head East, flat as a pancake.
So also kind of a more local band.
Yeah.
I believe these were. So I have a customer looking for the original. So apparently they made 5,000 of these before they got signed to a major label. It's signed to AMN.
Oh.
On a different label.
Okay.
The local Champaign, Illinois, which is Central Illinois for all of you, label. They did like only 5,000 of them, and then of course they got signed. And apparently those are. I've never seen one. I'm guessing they only made 5,000. That's pretty darn rare. This is obviously an A&M. $14. It's real clean. So I'm guessing that's probably where they are on the back eating their pancakes. Flight as pancake. So throw it in your pile.
Pancakes sound kind of good right now.
They kind of do. Electric Prunes Underground. $17. Look at that. Original tricolor steamboat label.
Yep.
Vinyl is VG Plus easily.
Ooh.
VG Plus.
Yeah.
Cover not so much.
Cover.
Again, seam split cover.
I can see right through.
How much is this? $17?
Yes.
$17. Electric Prunes, obviously not super easy to find anymore. But I mean, you put this in a record sleeve, it'll probably be fine. But the important part, the music is in good shape. Here, I'll let you do this one. You had that in your pile for last week. You forgot it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't forget it. It's because it was the wrong band. The birds, the animals, the birds, the bees.
Sort of.
So I just kind of, for some reason, sometimes I get going in 3 directions or more. So for some reason this ended up, we have the birds, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. I don't know. How much do we have on this one? $21.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's another hard Birds record to get. I mean, that one, I usually get them new when they sell out. So, how's the record look? Ooh, True Eye Columbia, too. 360 sound.
Well,
It's probably not perfect. They never are.
It's not the bestest.
I think. Yeah,
Hey, Loki,
VG.
yeah, it was nice meeting you this
VG
weekend.
Plus.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah. We always like when viewers stop in.
Yeah.
Sting. Dream of the Blue Turtles. Somehow I never knew that was the title of this record. Original lyric inner. We work the black seam. Consider me gone. The dream of the Blue Turtles. Blue over Bourbon Street. Fortress around your heart. If you love somebody, set them free. Love is the seventh wave. Russians. Children's Crusade. Shadows in the Rain.
And you get an insert with this one.
Oh
lyric
shoot,
sheet.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you get the record sleeve, and then you get
A lyric
sheet.
The lyrics.
Sting, he's got it down. He's got it all figured out. 1985, guys. 1985. $14. It is a master disc.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was done at Master Disc Studios.
New York?
I don't know where it is. I'll have to look.
I can't remember.
Last thing I got is the Rockettes.
Ooh.
Or just Rockets.
Yep, Master Disc Studios in Peekskill, New York.
Promo. Got a promo stamp here.
That's pretty cool.
What do we got? $14. It is a promo. Record is mint. Ooh, it's a white label promo. Even better. So for those of you who don't know, the promo stamp always, they usually gave these to radio stations or, whoever was promoting the record before it came out. These are usually the very first ones pressed. A lot of times they'll have a promo stamp and it won't have a white label. That's not uncommon. Sometimes they just didn't do it. But if they do have a white label, it's considered a white label promo. And you can see right here it says for promotional use only. The reason why these are collectible is because they were pressed first. They made these.
Which makes sense.
They wanted them to sound really good because when you play it on the radio or given to people who review the record or whatever.
Right.
So they took extra time to make it sound really good. The first one's off the pressing, so they're going to have brand new, fresh, pressing plate. Mm-hmm. That's why promos are collectible. And this one is a white label promo. And it's $14. So that's a little rundown on why promos are cool, why you want them, why, unlike a CD where every single copy is the same, vinyl is not like that. The pressing plate does wear down. The first ones always are going to be worth more and sound better. So, all right, Annette's got some other stuff for us. So that's my stop. That's my pile for the day.
Well, basically all I wanted to do was to show you guys a little bit of our merch. All we really have at this point are t-shirts.
We got a sweatshirt.
Well, shirts. All we have are shirts. So I just wanted to give you guys a showing on some of these. This is actually the facade of our... I don't know, I'm covering my mic here.
It's a building. Yeah.
Facade, the front and side aspects of the Toad Hall building here in Rockford, Illinois. We have these in stock. Hard color to describe. I'd call it like putty or cement or gray.
Yeah,
it could go in any of those categories. $18. I think once we get into the larger, the 2X up, they
go up $1 each.
Go up $1
like
each.
18,
so
19, 20.
There's that one. We've got this Toad Hall, which is basically, what's the story behind
It's
this?
like a gym. It's like like an athletic shirt. Something you wear in gym kind of deal.
But who created this design in the middle? Do you remember?
Actually, this is a friend of mine I went to college with, and came up with our logo. I don't know, 12 years ago or something like that. So it was a long time ago we came up with that frog.
I don't think I have this shirt.
This shirt we have limited sizes on. We are almost out of this one. Okay. Unlike the first one and the next, we have. I think they go extra small, the 3 or 4X. So we go way, way up. Again, these are 18 if we have them in stock, whatever size. This shirt is printed. Well, actually, they're both printed locally, but this one is on All Made Shirts, which is a company. It's a group of 10 printing shops. One of them here in town who formed together. And they have these made. These shirts are made in Haiti.
Yes.
And they reuse plastic bottles to make these shirts. So they pay a living wage in Haiti. They recycle plastic to go into the shirts. Then they're printed locally, and then we sell them here in our local record store. So all the way through the way through helps.
This one doesn't say anything about the bottles, but it does say it is recycled polyester.
It's plastic bottles.
Yeah,
I know the guys.
Yeah.
So they're trying to tackle the plastic problem we have.
25% organic cotton and 25% Tencel Moto. Which these shirts are really, they wash up great.
They're really soft.
They're very soft.
Also, the nice thing about these shirts, they are a little more expensive. They're
25.
They're 25. But instead of the standard t-shirt where this is what they call plasti dip, which is like a plastic on the top of the shirt, the threads are actually colored. So these will not crack. This will not crack. If you feel it, there's no it's like it's totally
interesting.
Isn't it? So it's not like a standard t-shirt, you wash them, they crack and they start to look crummy. The threads themselves are actually dyed. So it's a new process that's trying to be more green. But you pay for it, obviously, quality. You pay for what you pay for.
And this is, let me get the little fuzzy off of it. The building front, and then this one are, I think, the newest designs that we have.
Correct.
So
we call this one vinyl drip.
Vinyl drip. That's pretty cool. I need to get one of these.
It's a kind of a retro look.
Yeah, so I guess just showing you guys these things, what I wanted to do was also bring up the fact, if we were to get other merch for the store, what are some of the things you might be interested in? And
we know stickers. Like, we are on the sticker thing. That's happening. We're working on that. So besides t-shirts and stickers, we do have sweatshirts that sell really well. Obviously, it's 70 degrees out, so we're not going to be doing those. But besides t-shirts and stickers and
what do you
sweatshirt,
think would be
what do you guys, what do you like? What do you like? What do you think? Give us suggestions. Call the store, email us, whatever.
Yeah.
Want to give them the phone number?
Oh, yeah. 815-226-1259.
Website?
ToadHallOnline.com.
Facebook? Instagram?
Yes.
Rockford Toad Hall. Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, we have those. What do we have to do? The thumbs up and subscribe and all that?
Yeah, so, and then obviously YouTube, you guys are watching on YouTube, so subscribe to that. I'm also on TikTok. So if you're a 13-year-old that's starting to collect vinyl, we're on there as well. So
you have like a name for that?
It's Rockford Toad Hall.
Oh, Rockford.
It's all the same handle. So does that do it for this week?
That's it for today.
Next week, guys, we got a Cheap Trick show. I am super excited for that. I can't wait to hear this new album front to back. In the store, we have a ton of gear if you're local. I'm still clearing out a building next door. We're still getting in a lot of refurbished tables. We got a soda traded in this week. We got a project table traded in this week.
Where's the soda?
It's over here.
Oh.
New tables, used tables, receivers. We ship too if you're looking for something.
Yeah.
New tables, I can ship new tables. New receivers, I can ship all that. You get all the same warranty that you get everywhere else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, locally we do have the hoodies. I'm not sure what sizes we have in stock right now.
Medium, extra large, and 2X.
Okay.
Let me go grab one. I'm going to unplug.
Flex fitted hats or hats. People are saying hats. That would be cool.
That would be neat.
Yeah, that way I'd like to have a Toad Hall hat to wear into work. And Nick is grabbing one of the sweatshirts right now.
These are the same company who did the All Made. You have to talk about because I'm not on the mic anymore.
Nick said these are the made by the All Made. Are you sure?
Well, it's independent trading company.
Independent trading company.
These aren't.
It's a different one. But these are really nice too because these, to me, aren't as super heavy as a standard sweatshirt, but they're not as thin as like a long sleeve t-shirt would be. So
yeah,
they're kind of in between. It's a great one just to throw on over a t-shirt if you're on one of those between days where it's like, I don't want to put a coat on, but
yeah, it's definitely like a spring hoodie.
Fall,
you're not going to make it through a winter. You're not going to make it through a winter with it, but it's a great spring hoodie.
Yeah, and these
I
are
wanted to show
$40, and he's got something else that he's bringing here. I have no idea what.
Well, we had talked about the Sturgill Simpson.
Oh yeah.
We had talked about this. Indie exclusive. We got a mountain of them because we sold out of the volume 1 so darn fast. Let me plug back in because no one can hear me, I don't think. All right, I'm back. So yeah, Cut and Grass Indie exclusive volume 2, glow in the dark cover.
No way.
Glow in the dark cover. This, all the little stars,
Yeah.
and this tractor, glow in the dark.
Oh, that would be so cool.
They're not
What
sealed,
color's
so
the
I can
vinyl? Is the
open.
vinyl glow in the dark?
No, it's not, but
Oh.
it's blue.
Okay. Kind of a little bit of splatter. Ooh, a little splattery in there too.
Yeah, so the indie exclusive is on blue. We got our allotment. What we have is what we have. When they're gone, you're gonna have to go buy a black one. So, $23. And we also have Volume 1 in stock. Obviously, it's not the indie exclusive Volume 1, but it is Black Vinyl Volume 1. So, you can buy them both. If you're into bluegrass or you're into kind of country, kind of bluegrass stuff, check this out. This will be one of the big sellers this week. Also, I still have a few copies of the Nativity in Black Sabbath tribute record. Was selling for over $100 on Discogs last week because it was only available from Record Store Day.
Oh.
Remember, we got like two or
Yeah.
three for Record Store Day,
Yeah, very limited.
and obviously they sold out instantly. They finally reissued it for $41. You can buy a brand new one.
I like the back of it. Look at it. It looks like all tarot cards on the back
Yep.
there. That's pretty cool.
And all the bands: COC, Corrosion Conformity, Megadeth, White Zombie, Biohazard, Sepultura, Faith No More, Typo Negative, and it's all Sabbath songs. It's a home run.
Yeah.
So these last two are over on the website already. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. Cheap Trick Show next week. Hopefully I'll get some MoFi this week. I don't know if we're gonna get any yet. We'll see what shows up. So hopefully we'll do MoFi Minute on Friday and definitely New Vinyl Roundup on Saturday. So till then, guys, give us a call, give us an email. Sure, if you saw something you like, we can get it to
You
you.
didn't give the email address.
It's just it's on the website.